Hello, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. Let's see which zodiac sign we're reading for next. Looks like we'll be doing Scorpio, people and placements. Let's dive in. Scorpio, people and placements. Higher self activation. Maybe something's challenged you. Maybe it's calling you to be more whole, to come into yourself. You could have been dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. There's something about creating greater self-love or operating from that place. Yeah, there's something about feeling maybe angry, operating from like lower vibrations or doubts, potentially revolving around your connections. Something about divine timing could be at play as well. Let's get you a oracle. Scorpio energies, people and placements. Crow and kitchen witchery. So pay close attention to the winds. There's a message making its way. So this could be from like your spirit team as well. Apple of my eye. Not all that's alluring may be what it seems. See beyond the illusion. So let's see what this says. This could be money, self-worth. It says mindfulness, being careful, being present / awareness. Maybe you're closing out cycles, or it says your higher self chose this card because there's often an expectation that transformation happens with a big bang. One day you wake up and you'll be completely different than how you were yesterday, or some dramatic event happens that causes your whole life to renew itself. Transformation is usually sparked by dramatic life change, but a spark only represents potential. You still have to take the spark and nourish it before it becomes a raging fire that burns through your life. So maybe praying constantly, asking for your guidance of your spirit team, or asking them to surround you, or praying constantly and asking for what you want, right? Mindfulness is the best way to begin forming habits that lead to dramatic results. For example, you may need to find more awareness about poor eating or money habits. You may need to be more present in your career if you're looking to advance. Perhaps you need to be more mindful about the ways you've given away your power. Maybe you allow others to speak to you negatively, or find yourself giving a lot more than you get in return. Once you're mindful of where you need change, you won't be able to unlearn the information, and each moment of awareness becomes an opportunity to make a new choice. You can continue to make the same choices that have kept you where you are. You can decide to do something different and begin to move in a new direction, taking one tiny step at a time. This could be like a mindset shift. Firesider. Sorry. It says, dwell in the medicine that exists to protect the spirit. Okay, let's see what that's about. 16 here. Preparation, building immunity, strengthening the spirit. Your higher self chose this card because Firesider wishes to tell you something that might be difficult to understand, which is manifestation is not magic. What manifestation does is make space for your preparation to be useful. The universe expands your possibility, move things around so that you're in the right place at the right time, and offers a helpline when you're facing obstacles. Even so, you wouldn't go to a job interview without being prepared to explain why you're the right person for the job. So you want to have the frequency match, or go to the store without money to. This card reminds you not to go to spirit asking for miracles to be made on your behalf. If you aren't ready to make a phone call, save a little extra, or at least make a plan. In truth, manifestation can feel like magic, but so few of us are armed with the tools needed to manifest anything meaningful. There are too many fears most of us don't know how to face, too many thought distortions many of us aren't even aware of, let alone able to bust, and too much that is overwhelming about big life goals that can seem impossible to achieve. This is why the universe will send you challenges that are meant to build your spiritual immunity, to actually make you confront these doubts so that you can become a stronger manifester. They make you stronger and wiser and more prepared to manifest in a way that truly does feel like magic. With time, your willingness to prepare for greatness, you experience life that is deliberate rather than happening by the whims of cosmic energy. So, right, the universe mirrors your own energy. That's not to say the universe isn't real and that you won't have divine help along the way, but it's a lot easier for the universe to back you up when it knows you're prepared to take the leap when it calls. This could be about calling in guides, spirit team guides, or asking for that in your prayers towards your guardian angels. This could be also about a home. There's something maybe about a home or real estate, but let's continue. Let's get some tea leaf. Scorpio, people and placements from their spirit team. Yeah, you could have broke up with something, or maybe you're waiting for divine timing regarding like a romantic thing. There's something about having to move away from feeling frustrated or tied down. There's something about improving your health and eating better as well, so that you can actually think more clearly. Maybe eating like kind of energy food that gives you energy, like powerful fragrant flavors and such. Something about winter or Christmas could be relevant. There's something about paying attention to your work. You could be over pushing yourself. There's a need to really take care of the physical vessel. Slowly but surely getting ahead, Scorpio. Oh, sincere wish will be granted, but you have to kind of sow this into reality. Something about money here. Interesting. A position of authority, heartache, new home, new attitude. Okay, Scorpio. An arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Okay, Scorpio. Beware of greed. Younger woman. Taking a vacation. Younger woman, position of authority. Love. Hard work ahead. Plenty of material things. Discord among friends or family. Journey. Disappointment in some affair. Regarding work, maybe? Or reciprocity. Psychic ability, trust, or intuition. Scorpio. Maybe you've parted ways with somebody. Temptation will test you. Success assured with good plans and hard work. Older woman. Keep your life in balance. Fair man. Money will be coming to you. Opportunities await. I heard as old patterns end, so I don't know. In need of help, assistance, guidance. You could be collaborating with maybe an older woman. You could feel like something's lacking in regards to this younger woman. I could be speaking to the masculines. There's something about having to see things more clearly in the future. Yeah, because you're reflecting on why something didn't work in the past. Someone here could have been two-faced, or cats could be relevant. Happiness. Pleasure with a close friend. Scorpio. Take care, enemies are working against you. These could be your own doubts, your own thought forms. Yeah, like some kind of pessimistic mindset or something like that. I don't know. Let's get you one of these. Scorpio's highest team, timeline, Angel Michael for Scorpio people and placements, most important vital advice from their most beneficial ancestors. Seek guidance. Shadow work. Yeah, so it's like your own shit. It's like you not bossing up is causing some issues. Because boss up is in the reverse. Okay, Scorpio. Be of service. This is about reciprocity at the end of the day. Someone's fighting the natural flow. They're very stingy, maybe. Let's see, 24. Mutual aid, community service, making ourselves available to causes bigger than us, provides perspective about our own purpose. This card asks how you can become most useful to the fight against racial, sexual, body, gender, environmental, class liberation. We all have our special footprint in facilitating change. Service is not charity, but rather a dedicated practice towards social justice, and we all need to do our part. This could be like a new position as well, or offering something to somebody, maybe potentially your service or something like that. Let's get you some of these. Scorpio. She went flying. Yeah, 10. Somebody was very stubborn here. They were not flexible. They weren't adapting. Scorpio. They could have been insecure. There was a level of naivety here. Okay. Scorpio. Pluto. Yeah, this is either your energy or there's some kind of manipulative techniques that were happening maybe in the past in this love relationship. There's a need to mature. Scorpio. Saturn. Could be Capricorn placements as well. Or there's something about maturity with time. Yeah, Ash. Something needed to be burned, maybe through a fight or conflict. Scorpio. Or with anger. Somebody was like not very generous or kind. Scorpio. Someone's sad now. They could feel the heat, the pressure. They could be getting sad, lifeless as well. It's like they were really stuck on something. There's a need to be more flexible. Silver. We're going to read silver. Lunar reflective chrome. Amidst the upper echelon status, silver shines eternally in second position. It is the lesser sibling, the one that's not quite there yet. A true alchemist doesn't resist this truth, but rather studies the simple, subtle implications and wisdom. Silver requires polishing on the surface, tarnishes over time. Mirrors require cleaning, where the image clouds and distorts. Whereas gold sustains its own malleable radiance, silver asks for our participation. We must work at it. Don't give up now. Silver wants to build relationships. Like the moon, a mirror, or a poem, let it reflect an image back with an open heart and one more moment of willingness. The seemingly cold, stark surface of silver opens into the imaginal realm. What is there? Your own vastness, the mysteries that beckon you on moonlit nights. Through our daily devotion to silver, we find the truest gold. So this is like the moon, right? Emotions. Go deeper, find a piece of silver and polish it by hand. To ponder, polishing is practice. Wax on, wax off, right? Silver is mirror-like, cold, and dense. How do these qualities affect the surrounding cards? On the reading, how does silver reflect onto the others? And so silver is known as the metal of the moon, and the brain is known as the silver organ. Therefore, meditation is key to unlocking the metal secrets. Let's get you juicy messages. Scorpio from your spirit team. Someone could have been very over-dominating, domineering, annoying, loud. Okay, let's see. It says, cracking the door to see, then slamming it shut. So you're doing a final kind of closure, focusing on financial stability. We have, it's a bitter pill for them to swallow, getting out of something that was going to disappoint you in the future. Stay rooted / grounded. We have childlike willingness to try with universe's support. So that could be a really good mentality to have at this time, to allow yourself to explore. Didn't want you to achieve your destiny. It says the closest people can be the biggest enemies. Before you act, make sure you're in alignment. Behave as the receiver and allow life to flow through you. Listen, receive in stillness and silence. It says, don't waste your time. They have come after you to try and break you down. So yeah, domineering, right? Aggressive, trying to threaten you into a relationship. And they aren't straight. Warning. Wants to take the prime of your life. 911, warning. Get people out of your energy. Focus. They can't stand your level up. Say no to the wrong resonances. So yeah, even if the package looks good, they got a nice pretty face, they got a big schlong, maybe think about it and say no to the devil. Expected you to carry them. Angel Azrael could be working with you. Acts, ongoing process of cutting what no longer serves, distracting your energy in a negative way. We're trying to belittle you. They want to dominate, finding a sense of direction. So yeah, who was sent? Was sent to harm you. Salapsani, I think it says. Salapsan, maybe. Could be a demon or spirit with themes relevant. It says Surgat is another one. And it says they're a nightmare. Yeah, so maybe they got multiple entities. They prefer trashy and secure types. And they're from a past life. They see you as an opportunity, and you help spark their awakening. Well, leave them with the awakening and let them create their own reality, and you create your reality without them in it. Or do some banishment or some shit, but interesting reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for being here. Actually, let's get you a last Lenormand for some messages for Scorpios. Stars. Somebody might want to heal something with you. But they're confused. Insane in the membrane. Yeah, they're not stable either. You have a new beginning. Scorpio, last messages. Employment change. And organize for success and focus on your priorities And it is safe for you to receive. You could be detaching or traveling or expanding. There could be something about like expanding your beliefs, your spirituality as well. This could be some kind of communication also. Um, hmm. Yeah, some kind of seeing with more clarity or thinking with more clarity as well. We'll pull one of these. Scorpio. Initiation. Many masks. So maybe there's a need to like, we have benefactor on the bottom and moving out of stagnation. Maybe you're being a benefactor to somebody or they are to you, but there is something about becoming more authentic with many masks, the authentic self here, especially in your connections, could be important. The crossing initiation. Let's get you some of these. Scorpio, people and placements. Last message. Breathe. Okay. Ground your energy. Okay. It is an advantageous time for you to get some distance from what you're doing and see your work and projects from a different perspective. The trick is to connect to the essence of your goals and aspirations while letting the form and timing be dictated by spirit. You may be too personally attached to an outcome and unable to see the miracle because it's not turning out exactly as you planned. Trust spirit, the perfect version of your abundance is right in front of you. Remain neutral and curious and watch the miracle unfold. Beautiful. Yeah, this could be something about a new home or family or emotions, but yeah, I hope you liked it. Thank you so much for being here. Take care.